right on over to another Kevin Hart project would be the movie Lift. I just watched it and I felt like it would be good to do a quick review on it. And I want to, hopefully I don't, like, spoiler alert. So if you are going to watch this movie, go ahead and skip forward. I got another movie review coming right after this, but so you probably want to skip both of them, right? Because they just came out. So the movie Lift. The reason I wanted to watch Lift so bad is because I love heist movies. I love heist TV shows, like all that. I'm just a big fan of them. I grew up, I was kind of obsessed with the Ocean's movies, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, all that. I even watched Ocean's 8 with Rihanna. I just love those type of movies, like Den of Thieves, Aces, Smoking Aces. I love all of the heist movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they taking. If they got if there's an elaborate scheme to steal something, sign me up. I want to see it. I watched Lupin on Netflix. Great show. Shout out to Omar Sy, who's also in the Book of Clarence. They just came out yesterday. Listen, love heist movies. So I'm like, yo, Kevin Hart got a heist movie. I'm for sure going to watch it. You know, he got the whole multicultural cast thing going on, which is cool. He had to check all the boxes. So Kevin Hart is doing the business thing, also trying to do the content creation thing. So I get it. That's cool. All right, so we got this, just like Oceans, though. Oceans did the multicultural thing. But so I'm watching the movie. Like, I do kind of feel like one of the advertisements that first, let me say this first. Shout out to the growth from Soul Plane to this, because they had a scene in this movie Lift where they just did a tour, pretty much a tour of the airplane. Something in me just made me feel like he wanted to show the growth from Soul Plane to this plane, because they did a similar thing in Soul Plane. They showed that whole plane too. And at that time, that was considered like, that was like a big, nice hip hop club type of airplane. But they did a tour of this jet. It was extremely nice. I mean, it was very, very nice. Like if you was going to be able to ride on a nice international flight, you want to be on a plane like this. Like, so shout out to the growth, man. Now, spoiler alert, like I said, one thing about it, I felt like now this is before I even seen the movie. I felt like they kind of gave away a major thing. I've paid attention to everything. So I'm on Instagram and I see Kevin Hart and they doing one of the promo things, right? And it's him and his castmates sitting there playing some type of game where they're trying to like make Kevin Hart break character and laugh, or break his silence, or break his seriousness, right? And be comedic instead of just being serious like he was in his movie. He wasn't the comic relief in his movie, right? So I felt like them continuously saying he didn't break character in that video let me know, as I was watching this movie, for him that the break the character thing was in my mind. I don't even know why that stuck with me, but it stuck with me. It was in my mind the whole time I'm watching the movie, and that let me know that this heist was multi-layered. So let's break it down. In the movie Lift, Kevin Hart is an art thief, and they're about to steal something at the beginning of the movie. They get jammed up, caught, whatever you want to call it. But the Interpol, international police, approach them and say, listen, we about to lock you up. We're gonna lock you up so long, you're gonna forget what your name is, right? We're about to lock you the hell up. If you want to avoid being locked up, this is what you can do. We have this other criminal who's bigger and badder than you, and he's a killer also. He don't just steal, he steal and he kill. So he's not Ezel. He steal and he kill. We need you to steal something from him so that he doesn't cause mass destruction to the world, because he's about to, right? So this whole plot is now put together for Kevin Hart and his team to work with the international police to rob this man of this thing, right? So as they're going through this whole scheme and everything like that, it hit me. What hit me as I'm watching the movie is the Instagram video that I seen with the break character thing. I feel like they gave the movie away. First of all, like I said, also, I'm a big fan of Ocean's 11. So it just let me know that what we were seeing was not what was really happening. It's just because like y'all told on yourself when you did the break character thing. You can't, I feel like Oceans is the pinnacle of heist movies, right? So with that being the pinnacle, to me, being the pinnacle of heist movies, that's my reference point. So any resemblance to that, it's going to make me think that. And I was exactly right, because what we were seeing on Lyft wasn't what was actually happening. Actually, what was happening is they was pulling a double heist and they were stealing within stealing, right? And anybody might watch the movie and just realize that that's what's happening if you watch enough of these type of movies. And it was predictable in that way, but I don't feel like it was so predictable that you still didn't want to watch the rest of the movie. You see what I'm saying? So all in all, I would say it was a good movie. You understand what I'm saying? All in all, I would say it was a good movie. They did the thing. Everything looked amazing to me. Like, I liked the cool tech that was going on. I like what I was seeing. You see what I'm saying? I like the acting. I know some people have a hard time like taking Kevin Hart serious, but I don't have a problem with it because, you know, everybody got to start transitioning, and maybe he wants to feel like he can do more than just comedy, which a lot of the greatest comedians do make that type of transition when they want to be in movies. They want to do more than just comedy, right? Or even if it's considered comedy, they don't want to be the person that's the comic relief. They want to be the more serious one in certain roles or in newer roles, right? So shout out to him for that. And y'all still go watch it though. Still go watch Lift. I think it's a great movie. Not a great movie, but I think it's a good heist movie. It's not one that you'll just be like, oh my God, I just didn't see that twist and that turn coming. Like, wow. Like even with the ex, the wife or whatever, the ex-wife or the ex-girlfriend, whoever, the Agent Gladwell lady, that's Oceans. That's George Clooney and Julia Roberts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's my frame of reference. So any resemblance to Oceans, it's going to jump out to me immediately. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like because he's just recently getting in his drama or suspense or action movie bag, that it's going to take him some time to get some originality under his belt, which is fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Take your time and use Netflix's money to figure it out. Like I'm not tripping on that at all. Do your thing. But, you know, I'm big on let's find some original ideas. Like when I watched Den of Thieves, I felt like that was original. Like I really liked that movie. I felt like that final shootout was one of the most like realistic looking and best sounding, like the gunshots and everything, shootout ever in cinematic history. Honestly, I did. That shooting scene when they was in traffic going at it towards the end of the movie, like I thought that was just top notch. But anyway, back to Lift. I feel like Kevin Hart, do your thing, keep doing your thing. As you learn, as you grow with Heartbeat Productions and all that, yes, keep on using Netflix's money to figure out your whole thing. Like I like it. Do what you're doing, man. Keep on making action movies because we need more of that. With black leaders, a leading actor being black. We need more of that right now.